Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from River TV.
Love hanging out with that guy. He's the most fun. He's the absolute safest person for me to want to create with.
My Twitter feed lost it over this to be like, imagine sitting beside your husband and going, I'm really fearful he's going to cheat on me. And him responding with, that is a very real thing.
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl River, and I'm back again with another video. So, pop star slash Disney TV star, who much people know as Lizzie McGuire, but she goes by the name Hilary Duff. She's
actually pretty cute.
Released some new music with her husband, who is a producer. Oh. And within this thread, she did an interview, I believe it was with Rolling Stone, and basically exposed the fact that men are the prize. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into the conversation. And of course, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation. So as you can see here, it says, as a former child star, Hilary Duff is often asked how she turned out okay. Maybe it's because of the 38-year-old actress singer's self-described tradwife tendencies. She's happiest at home in Los Angeles, tending to her 4 children and her backyard chickens.
Shout out to you, Hilary.
Making sourdough bread and crocheting. Now, before we continue, right, with the article, I have to just stop right here and say this. It's interesting that she talks about, her tradwife tendencies, because right now, that is the quickest way to get you canceled, especially in the arena of pop music.
I am making this video for people who don't understand or don't know what a tradwife is. It is a traditional wife, a wife who decides to follow gender norms and gender roles in her marriage.
If you say that you're above men, if you say, forget the patriarchy, I can't stand no man, I don't need no man, I'm a boss babe, battle by myself, then you're supported. The minute that you say, I need a man, not only do I need my man, I love my man and I want to be supportive and submissive to him, they're like, girl, we don't want nothing to do with that. So I love the fact that she, not only made mention of it, but talked about how comfortable she is in that role. Her husband, Matthew Coma, says that Hilary Duff was always flirting with the idea of returning back to music, but she began to take it seriously in 2024 after the birth of their youngest daughter, Towns. Her only hesitance was how much the internet has changed culture in the past decade. Quote, everyone has a way to tell you how they feel about what you make, and that felt scary, she says. I was like, why would I subject myself to this?
Correct.
We have a happy life.
This is a big thing about creators. We are subject to a lot of hate and a lot of criticism. It's part of the job.
Life and amazing kids. So she was even hesitant to continue making new music at the space that she's in because she's like, I can't relate to these women.
I'm married,
I can't relate to this
kids,
boss babe. I don't need no man. I can't
husband.
relate to all of us getting on the internet and bashing our husbands. I can't relate to any of that stuff because I love where I am in my life. So the fact that she stood out from the sidelines and was like, how am I even going to be marketable? How am I going to make new music? How am I even going to get any kind of supportive fan base when all the women who I would be talking to are against men? It then says, the theme of the album are what 10 years has brought on. It was super healing to make something that felt exactly like me and where I am right now. Quote, are we having enough sex? Are there exes you miss? Quote, the fact that in one of her songs, she is asking if her and her husband are having enough intimacy should say how different she is from or how disconnected she is from pop culture currently today.
That is crazy to ask. Are you getting enough sex, babe? Are you happy?
That alone shows how distant she is. Because these women don't care about that. These women now are in an era of my body, my choice, and I don't care. And, basically, I'm going to marry you and hold you hostage, and you can't be with nobody. You can't like nobody. You can't talk to nobody else. You can't sleep with nobody. But I'm not going to sleep with you either. So the fact that as a wife, her concern is to make sure that she is pleasing and appeasing to her husband, again, speaks volumes. It then says, the songwriting is sharper than ever, like on Holiday Party, where she wrestles with the fear of her husband cheating on her at a festive gathering. She says this is a recurring dream of hers. Quote, I always think Matt's going to leave me for some coolio indie songwriter that he works with. Quote, she says, which is so insane, he replies, but also very real. Those are real things to get hung up on emotionally. Hold on a second. Okay? This woman says that one of her biggest fears is that he gonna leave her for somebody that's cooler than her, somebody different, somebody whatever. And he said to her, I mean, that's crazy that you think that, but also, I mean, true. But also, I mean, like, fair. And
it's a fair fear, right?
News broke, there was so many women on social media who were like, oh my gosh, girl, stand up. Like, you're the Lizzie McGuire. Like, you're Hilary Duff. You know, how dare you be afraid that he's going to leave you for somebody else? As you can see here, this comment says, somebody please remind Miss Lizzie McGuire who she is. Next comment says, girl, remember who you are. Married many years. I'm that girl still. No man will be around me without knowing that. Moi. Next one says, girl, you are literally...
This is why all these girls are single.
Lizzie McGuire. If he leaves you, his loss, girl. Next one says, he should be afraid of losing her, not for anything. And I say this on a consistent basis. A lot of women believe that your celebrity, your name, what people know you for is somehow like, going to translate into being a relationship. This man don't care if she Lizzie McGuire.
Nope.
This man don't care the career that she had prior to him. He cares about how she, deals with him in a relationship setting.
Love hanging out with that guy. He's the most fun. He's the absolute safest person for me to want to create with.
And one thing that I think that women have a hard time understanding is that the thoughts that she's thinking as a woman are actually healthy thoughts that help maintain and keep the spark in a relationship.
True. The fear of losing someone keep you in line sometimes.
I hate to say it, but it's the truth. When women get into a relationship, especially with a man...
This is why Patrice O'Neal always said, right? I kept the boat. Why? Because I can still fish. And I need you to know that I can still fish.
He was a producer, so he's around young, hot artists all the time. And it shouldn't be like this. I feel like every woman should have this kind of mindset. But women who are, threatened on a daily basis with his career... They make sure that they, again, ask themselves questions. Am I giving it to him enough? Am I playing my part? Am I being...
She looks so good and happy. Oh my God. Out of so many celebrity photos we've seen of shitload of celebrities now, she looks the most gorgeous and the happiest because she's probably chose the right path in her mind. And I tell the truth, we all think she kind of chose the right. 4 kids, a good husband, taken care of. The husband helps produce your music and stuff. This is very Beyonce, Jay-Z level, is it not? This is what women always seem to push for, this power couple dynamic.
Respectful. Am I not taking him for granted? Because they know your replacement could be one phone call away.
Yeah.
So it keeps them on their P's and their Q's to make sure that they are maintaining the relationship as best as possible. A lot of women think that this is such a bad thing. Oh, girl, no. That could never be me. And that's why you won't have a relationship like that. Yep. Or a long-lasting marriage.
Yep.
These things are healthy for her.
My Twitter feed lost it over this to be like, imagine sitting beside your husband and going, I'm really fearful he's going to cheat on me. And him responding with, that is a very real thing. Real.
She's like, oh, I kind of feel like he might leave me one day. And she's saying that out of her own... maybe feeling like, again, he's a prize. He's so good. He's such a good guy. Anybody would want to have him.
Yep.
So even if a girl walks in here tomorrow, she'd for sure want to be in a relationship with this man.
Yep.
And he could easily make that transition if he wanted to.
Yep.
So let me do everything I can to maintain this and keep the spark going. There's nothing wrong with that.
Shout outs to both of
Reminding her of her accomplishments and her career and the superstardom that she had when she was a child, that ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing.
Like, we don't even know this guy. This guy still might be more famous and richer than her. He's a producer, so I don't know.
Because while everybody buying her records, while everybody is watching her old shows and her old movies, who gonna hold her at night? Y'all? No.
Damn.
She understands priorities. She understands, the balance of relationships. She understands what's necessary.
I'm just saying, let's look at this photo. Don't they just look so well together? She looks literally radiating of happiness, and he's like, damn right.
And I love, a lot of people were mad that he said, that's insane,
True.
but that's very real, something to think about. A lot of people were mad at him for saying that, but him saying that shows me what kind of man he is.
I say it all the time. I may not be the most moral person. Like, I even say, like, if I could be married and be loving my wife, loving my kids, but if there was a 10, solid 10 that wanted me, wanted everything about me, wanted to give her life to me, and just got butt naked in front of me, I may not have the willpower to say no. I really might not.
He don't seem like he faking the funk. Pretending to be something he's not. Like, oh yeah, women are above us and we're below them and we're just so lucky to be in relationships with them. I feel like he keeps it real.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool that you're still wearing your shirt that you performed in yesterday at Sweaty Lollapalooza. Flew home, and we're well into this day. Also, you're having a pretty intense nip slip right now.
You look me in your shirt. What's that say about you?
And based on what I'm seeing for how she's navigating the relationship and his balance, I feel like they're going to be together for a really long time.
I mean, 4
because
kids.
they understand
Solid.
the work that it takes to maintain relationships. And I say it all the time, the woman is a spark. A man is going to, do the dance with you. Based off of what you bring to him is what he's also going to push forth. If he see his girl working at it, trying to maintain being the best version of herself and showing up like that in the relationship, he's going to honor that.
Really want to make sure that you do the right thing and you support her in the right way and you give her the safe space to do that.
But a lot of women feel like, how much money they make or who they are outside is supposed to matter. Then they act like, I don't got to try no more because I already got him. And he just, he got to treat me like this and he got to stick around and he got to do this and he got to do that.
It's so trippy, right? It's like, I got with you because you're beautiful. Now you're not beautiful. I can't leave you. But you got with me because I'm rich. But now I'm not rich. You're going to leave me and that's okay.
And he better not look, and he better not. And nobody should ever threaten what we have. That's a movie. Reality is if ain't nothing wrong with that man is healthy, he gonna react to something that he see when it move.
Damn right.
It's
true. It's so true. Like, as much as, even when I was with my ex-wife, I did not look at that many women, nor did I care to look at women. But when I saw some big-ass bazungas, do you not think I'm going to look at some big-ass bazungas? My ex-wife never, got upset at me for looking. But it's just like, when something's outrageous or something just catches your eye, you're going to look. Now imagine a 10 naked in front of you, ready to give herself to you. I think very, very, very many men are probably going to cave.
A lot of times you guys want men to only see women that are attractive outside the house. And then when they're in the house with you, they should just deal with whatever it is that you're presenting. That's the truth. So when celebrities like the Hilary Duff, are talking about her own insecurities as a woman in a relationship, you guys feel inferior because you now are understanding that no matter what you do or accomplish, there is some level of work that you're going to have to provide. And a lot of women are lazy and don't want to have to be able to do that.
And all the work is free, Riva. Free.
That's the truth.
Yeah, the many things that women require from men has to do with a lot of money, right? And status and, material goods. Men just want sex, treat us nicely and feed us and take care of the kids. Right? We're very basic, simple creatures. You keep us happy, which isn't hard, and we will take care of you till the end of days. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.